an NCAA game since 2008. It was just the 4th time ever that they finished a year ranked. In the backcourt, Blake steals it away. Extra pass. Sellers goes up. First bucket at Stanford in style. Sellers able to complete the hustle play from Jaylen Blakes. Cardinal up by 3. Manny, really talented players. Gives it away. Blakes and 1. And he didn't like that.
And Blakes is asking for a flagrant as well. Another one of those live ball turnovers.
Jaylen Blakes turns the corner, gets to the basket, and 1 for Jaylen Blakes. And the largest lead for Stanford is the Cardinal have now made 9 threes after just 2 in the first half. Poked away by Chisamakpara. Blakes on the break. Jaylen Blakes lays it in.
Progress to the basket. He dropped off for the easy two.
Jaylen Blakes, the crossover. And the lay-in from Blakes.
See if you can trim some points, take some points away.
2-game road swing through Northern California for the Jacks as Jaylen Blakes, the steal and slam. Stanford, after being threatened, firmly in control now.
He protects the ball, tucks it, and draws the foul. You're not getting that ball out of his hands, and you got to play without fouling, which not easy to do.
Wow, Blakes!
Not to be outmatched. The momentum has been completely in the Aggies' favor.
8-3 in terms of the second half thus far. Renaud, that'll help.
Down to 5 on the timer. Osiah Sellers to Blakes. And a 3 at the shot clock expiring from Jaylen Blakes.
Well, that's an important shot for Jaylen Blakes.
Norfolk State off to a 4-1 start and a convincing win over James Madison. Blakes the steal. Blakes off by himself and he drops it in.
And then, Roxy, you talk about Jaylen Blakes, all the things he does. How about getting 2 steals per game?
Ealer now, facing a double. Blake spinning, scooping, and hitting.
I mean, that's just splitting 2 defenders and going up. He is so dangerous.
As Jessup makes his way over to the scorer's table to return. Under 2 to play, second half. Blake spinning, Renaud steps through and finishes. We're tied at 84.
Blakes on the baseline, reversing it up and in.
Yeah, it didn't look like there was much real estate down there, but Jaylen Blakes doesn't need a lot of real estate. You got to hug up and watch what he does when he's got the ability to get to the rim with no help. You know, he gets on the glass. He has had some good rebounds and post-ups.
Blakes will work his way inside, finds Sellers right at the rim.
Trevon Blackshear picks the pocket of Blakes. And then Blakes comes back and blocks it. Blakes with the runner. And now it's a 16-point margin.
Blakes got cooking with back-to-back threes, and there you see the floater in the lane. Good execution by Stanford, keeping the ball high, and the steal.
Blake steals it and lays it in.
That's going to close things out.
Someone described their zone as the Syracuse 2-3 zone on Red Bull.
I like that.
Shot clock at 5. Osiah Sellers over to Jaylen Blakes. And a tough challenge 3 by Blakes. Clark, but Jaylen Blakes off to a good start for the Cardinal. To come back out and off to a hot start because you never know what to expect. And you went through it as a coach. As Jaylen Blakes spots up for 3 and drains another. And trying to get the team to focus after finals.
Well, here's Jaylen Blakes focusing, by the way. But
loose ball and Jaylen Blakes knocks it away. Headmans for Sellers.
And now an 8-0 Clemson run. Blakes off the window, and the Duke transfer has been a revelation. Late into the night, early into the morning on January the 4th.
Oh, it's something they're just going to have to get used to because they make that trip 5 times this season. We see Jaylen Blakes coming out of the timeout, being aggressive, getting to the rim for a much-needed basket, but
from a leadership role at the point guard position, of course, shared those responsibility with the lottery pick of Carrington a season ago. Now he is the guy at the point.
His teammate flared to the corner.
Yeah, he was expecting a 3-on-2 to the rim. Actually, Diaz-Graham ran to the corner waiting for the 3 ball.
Now, I can assure you that timeout, his number was circled numerous times.
Blakes all the way to the hoop.
Yeah, another design play coming out of the timeout. I was going to say, if that goes in, I didn't call the police.
Reno, great catch and finish.
Now, I'd like to see Maxime Reno do that more, Dave, because he's a very agile player. He should rim run.
Reno missed a couple of shots on that possession. Jacob Kofi, the 6'10 freshman for Virginia, did a good job closing the space. And Blakes, who leads the team in steals, comes up with an emotional play right there for maybe this crowd to get him off there. But here's Blakes. This is what you want out of your point guard, Beth. On the top of the floor, he's fantastic at generating his own offense. He leads the team in assists, steals. He's got the best assist-turnover ratio. Final seconds of this first half. Rhodey. Nice play by Blakes to jump into the passing lane. Good if it goes. Got it! Off the bank! And he celebrates off the floor. Hands held high into the locker room for Jaylen Blakes. Officials to the scorer's table to make sure.
Snags the rebound. Averages more than 11 a game.
Maybe some defensive goaltending there.
Blakes the 3 over Salas.
Love it in transition, use it as wheels, get the defense.
A computer science major and math minor. Truly a man of all seasons.
Excuse me.
Blakes the tough runner, 11 to lead all scorers.
And then just pull up, shoot it in his face, and then going inside.
This may be a time for Blakes to get a little bit more aggressive with Reno out of the game.
Well, he just went right by. What a beautiful move. Went right by Lubin. They full court pressure, North Carolina. And they give it right back to Blakes, and here he comes. Crossed over, straight to the basket. Pull up, fade away for the win with 0.9. If it stands, we'll see if they reset the clock. Remember now.
You don't think this has been a big shot for him?
Well, I mean, think about it. For those of you that weren't with us, he played at Duke the last 3 years. So he came here 3 times.
Yep.
This is his 4th trip. And no bigger shot in his collegiate career, especially considering where it is, than that one right there. All right, 0.9. G-Man, let's go inside the huddle. What do you do here? I mean, as soon as you catch it, you got to let it fly.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a catch and shoot.
Tell you what, this game's not over. Miami on a 5-0 run to start the half. Leads down to 11. Wild shot! Somehow Blake spun it in. We were talking about, seriously.
Well, he drives the ball hard to the basket. He's got long arm kid coming over and another defender, and really does a great job leading his squad, not only with his play, but with his vocal leadership. And here goes another one by Blakes.
Oh, boy. Jaylen Blakes.
Andrew Luck out of his chair, because this one right here.
Jaylen Blakes being hounded by Justin Thomas. Backdoor cut. Agarwal lays it in, and Stanford is on the board.
Can't get an assist, but his concern at Cal was his team got outworked. Right now, they're getting outworked here in the second half.
Benny Gieler.
Well, right now, they haven't established a threat in the paint. Everything's been from the perimeter, and there you see the turnover leading to some transition.
Sellers downhill, puts it in, and give him one on the house.
Jimmy Butler, one of the most solid players in the NBA, a true professional up until now.
Jaylen Blakes sticks the 3. Back-to-back makes for the Duke transfer.
Little 7-0 run has made this interesting in Atlanta. On the attack layup, yes! Blakes, a big second half for the Cardinal.
That Jaylen Blakes understands what he left and what he could have been a part of on this team that could possibly win a national championship.
Blakes nicely done there, and the reverse is up and in.
So the next one will put Stanford into the bonus. The Cardinal have led by as many as 9, and they've equaled that largest lead as Jaylen Blakes cuts to the basket.
Catch and shoot, baby.
8 Cal turnover.
Yeah, they've been real sloppy with them.
If you give him some room on the perimeter, he will not hesitate. It's going up.
Another slingshot make Here's Blakes on the attack, and he drops the hammer. Timeout, BC.
He says, you know what? You're not going to guard me for three. I'm going to knock that down. And then Jaylen Blakes does what he... Stanford now trying to employ Jaylen Blakes off the dribble. Great look inside. My goodness, Ryan Agarwal. How about that?
Second leading scorer in the ACC behind Marcus Burke of Notre Dame. Jaylen Blakes throws it down on the fast break. Andy Enfield wants to talk things over. A senior day stamp for the Duke transfer.
10th defensive rebound for Stanford
versus 10 offensive rebounds for Cal.
Insane. Back cut Blakes. He ties it and is fouled. What a great delivery it was. They were also picked well below where they finished. They were picked 9th in the league. Hard to know where Louisville's going to finish with an entire new team. And Reynaud on a little slip in from Blakes has the first four. Best defender as voted by the ACC media members and coaches in the league. Now Blakes is guarded by Scott, and Blakes floats it over him.
Wow, what a finish. He was that guy, but it's just been good stuff. I mean, I'm surprised to see Stanford coming off of a tough one last night.